Late. Oh, cool. Content is being sent to one or more apps. Okay. I
Yeah,
consent.
setting
Okay.
set. Oh, it how 2025 of them.
What?
I said how 2025 get consent around everything.
Yeah, that was kind of the joke. Yeah.
No, what I said was a joke. All right. So, anyways, joining me now, she is a singer-songwriter out of Jacksonville, Florida. Godiva, as I was corrected.
Hello, how's it going?
It's going well. Thank you for doing this.
Thanks for having me.
We are live here on YouTube, so we'll see. This is first for me to go simulcast on YouTube, but here we are. So talk to me about Jacksonville. The music, obviously everyone knows it's I think the only city that's also a county in the state of Florida. Like, I don't think there's any part of Jacksonville that's not in Duval County. So besides the Jags and some, good, theaters and stuff, what's the scene like?
It's very busy in a good way. I'd say that a lot of the music scene in Jacksonville has to do with more gigging, people that are going out just to not only just listen to music, but to eat, to have some drinks. Like a lot of my experience in the Jackson music scene has revolved around gigging and less around listening rooms, less around original music showcases. I mean, of course, there's the theaters, but you have to be a pretty big act to get into most of the theaters.
Hmm.
And it's also a little bit more like, how do I put it? Closed, not closed off, but like you've got to be a certain type of performer to get onto the theaters. Whereas if you're just kind of like a musician like me, I play guitar, I sing, I do covers, I do all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of opportunity for private events, weddings, which I do all of the above, and singing in bars, singing at hookah lounge, singing at
Hmm.
restaurants. It's great, and the people that really enjoy live music here, I feel like there should be more of it. And I would love for there to be more live music here, honestly.
Hmm. Let me see. Okay, so we are recording on this computer now.
Okay,
Um,
sweet.
so anyways, introduce yourself. What's your
Hi, my
name? Where
name's
are you from?
Godiva. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. How's it going, everybody?
So I looked at your YouTube page and you posted some songs like 3 years ago. So how long have you been singing?
I've been singing for over a decade. My YouTube is so awful sometimes. I am really bad about posting on YouTube. Most of my stuff is on Instagram. I've got a TikTok that I've been starting, and also a lot of my stuff is on Spotify. I released an EP in 2022 called Don't Bring the Rain Clouds. I perform a lot of those songs live at my gigs. And essentially, I'm really just focusing on trying to write and get new stuff out there, be able to kind of save up the money to do some marketing, put my music out there a little bit more. Um, the reason it's been so long is because I had vocal cord surgery back in 2023.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah.
How'd you find out about needing that? There has to be a backstory on that.
Do you want to hear the
I mean,
scoop?
whatever you're willing to disclose, I don't want to
Yeah.
like I'm getting too.
No, I'm an open book. I mean, I'd love to share my experience so it doesn't happen to anybody else. And I imagine musicians listen to your podcast since you interview a lot of musicians. So, PSA, don't move into a house that's infested with black mold. Don't get sick. Don't sing on a sick voice for a year. Trying to support yourself and you're doing gigs. And this would happen to me. I was trying to support myself with my music, which I was doing well. I was, pretty successful. I had really, routine gigs. I had a lot of private events. I was doing shows. And then I needed the money and I kept singing and my voice was sick all the time. And then I got a thing called pseudocyst on both of my vocal cords and they had to go in and surgically remove it. So I was out for over a year. I couldn't speak for 2 months. I couldn't sing for like a year professionally, like get back out into it for over a year. And in 2024, in the summer, I started kind of really getting back into it. So this year, I'm back in full swing. I'm doing great.
Wow.
You can recover. It's just a long road and a lot of work.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I think that's, and we spoke a little bit off air about Madison Grace. I think that's what she said too about the area is that there's a lot of, one time like only deals. You go here for this, you get this, gigs.
Yeah.
This for this, amount of time. It's not really, would you say that there's and for those that don't know, Jacksonville, it's on the border essentially of Georgia. Would you say there's like it's like a country scene? Would you give it like would you even place a genre on it?
Oh, there's a bunch of genres. Yes, there's an R&B, there's a hip hop scene, very, very big hip hop scene
That
here.
makes sense. That makes
A
sense.
little bit of
Atlanta's,
R&B. There's a lot of kind of, I would say there's a lot of influence from Atlanta. It's funny enough, in
yeah,
that there
makes
in that
sense.
department, when it comes to the country scene, there is a huge country scene here too. A lot of people that enjoy that. I sing country stuff, I sing R&B, I sing soul. I kind of try to cater to the audience depending on where I'm at. And I wouldn't say the gigs are inconsistent. I would just say that they are what they are. Like if you're looking to get recognition for your own music based out of Jacksonville gigs, that's going to be very difficult to do. You can get a level of recognition, a level of people that enjoy your music. You can definitely promote it to the best of your ability, but it's not like Nashville or LA where you can go out and get
Hmm.
discovered. Like it's more for people's entertainment, for tips, for,
Right.
just you're just there to be the background noise, to be
Hmm.
honest.
No,
That's that's how it is.
I mean, I like the honesty. It's
It's
true.
good though. I enjoy
Um, yeah, because for me, this is awesome because I told you I'm a Jags fan, so
it.
I haven't experienced the music scene there, so I've never really interviewed except for Madison was just not too long ago. So it's cool for me as just going there for the football team, also knowing what's going on with the music too. So this is pretty cool for me. Um,
Two and
by the
one, two
way.
birds in stone.
By the way, are you a beer person? They got good beer up they got good beer up there. Well, over there for me. I'm in Pensacola right
Yeah.
now, which is on the Alabama border, so I'm not too far from you. About five
Yeah.
hours, six.
Oh, that's not that bad. No.
Depends on how fast you speed on the interstate. But it's a boring
Exactly.
drive. Like from Jacksonville to Pensacola is literally the entire panhandle.
It's
And
brutal.
it is literally I did that for the Jags. I went to I think it was Jags Titans or something like that. And yeah,
Yeah.
it just took for plus you change the time zone. I don't know if you've ever been over here by the panhandle, but
Yeah.
we're central time zone here. Like it changes mid Tallahassee.
Yeah.
And it's just, oh man.
Yeah. I
So,
went to
but
Mississippi for a gig for some trop rock stuff I was doing. I went on a little river cruise and did my own music out there in Mississippi. And I remember that time change, that drive was
it's
pretty
just
intense.
you get like, there's rest areas for coffee and shit, but like,
Right.
you know.
That's as
Um
good as it's gonna get, really.
anyways, this is cool for me. Yeah, so I listened to Fever Dream
Thank
and
you.
yeah, and there's two quotes on here. I like to do this sometimes. I haven't done this in a while. Pick the quote from do you dream of me as I dream of you? That's the one that I'm sure everyone's heard of. Just that lyric in general. But then the one was interesting for me was I want to know if I got this when I heard it. Did I hear wrong? Why sing along to something we both know? Did I hear that right or wrong?
Yeah. Why sing along to something we both know?
Is that just basically
Um,
we both know it's not going to work? So why are we both acting like it is?
Yes, and the person I wrote it about had we kind of had like a song, sort of, at least in my head, I did, and we would sing the song together, and I would sing it at my gigs, and I remember they were there, and I played that song, and I could see them kind of like singing along with it, and while that was all going on, I knew that the relationship, quote quote, was doomed. Sometimes when you're up
Oh,
there
I'm sorry to
singing,
hear that.
oh,
Yeah, it
I'm not.
sucks.
I'm in a great relationship now. I'm doing
That's
much better.
awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. That's great.
I hope that person's doing wonderful, but in this case, the song kind of encompassed a few different feelings. Like that lyric was that moment where a lot of times I'll be doing a gig and I'll be singing and I get into my emotions when I get behind my songs. I really, try to feel it so that other people can relate. And I remember that night actually and being kind of what's the word? It's like a feeling of despair in the air, if you will. Even though
Mm,
they were there, it was still kind of like I knew
right.
the whole time. And even though I wrote that song, Do You Dream of Me as I Dream of You, it's kind of like that nostalgic lost hope kind of thing. So that's what it was about.
Right. And then there was this one artist, I seem to reference her a lot because her business model is kind of intriguing to me. And when I talk to some of these artists, I'm like, kind of what she does, kind of like, I mean, I don't know, I'm not into music, but it just seemed interesting. Maybe that's something that you've seen before or would even be interested in yourself. So basically, I don't want to spill her recipe, but essentially what she does is she gets in line with a couple restaurants,
Yeah.
chains that have music and are a restaurant. So they're national. And she'll get like a bus and she'll drive to like Krista Lynn Meadow. Like she literally was on like a 40 date tour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like it calling me from her bus have either yeah, just coffee,
That's
yoga,
amazing.
yoga, whatever she said on the interview. Yeah, she
Wait,
was just like
that was Lauren, right? I listened to that podcast.
Krista Lynn Meadow. Yeah, she's
Oh, Crystalline Meadow.
Oh, you
Okay.
listen to Lauren Vidani? Yeah, she's good.
Yeah,
But
she was great. I
yeah,
love
yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. But no, that was Crystal Limel. That was a year ago, year and a half ago. I've been doing
Oh,
this a
okay,
while.
cool.
I've been doing this a while, Godiva.
That's awesome. I love to
I
hear
took a
it.
break. I took a break for a while and then I got back kind of into it, just life. But
Yeah,
I like interviewing independent artists because it gives them like a spotlight that some of these bigger, like what's the word, monopoly, because like
yeah,
all these podcatchers, it's so hard to get like
yeah.
listens. It's so hard.
I appreciate it.
You have to spend like kind of similar to like music where you have to spend like $1,000 to do anything, and it's just like crazy. um so are you at the level where actually, and you know what, before we get to the idol question and how that even happened, do you have a greatest of all time? I know it's a loaded question, random,
A
but do you
greatest of
have
all time in what respect?
artists like pop artists?
I have a few.
Well, give me a Mount Rushmore. That's what everyone does now.
I like that. Oh gosh. Okay. I probably should have thought about this ahead of time because I could go on and on.
Go on and on and
Um,
on. I don't. Do you have a time constraint?
I don't. I'm good at the moment. So,
It's 6:18
I'd
my
say
time, 7:18 your time. NFL draft. The Jags already drafted, so I don't. I don't.
yeah, we got time.
Go ahead. Who do you got in your list?
I would say Ella Fitzgerald. I would say Jim Morrison, Lana Del Rey lyrically. I adore her lyrics. I would say, oh goodness, who else do I really love? A home band that I have listened to forever, Shine Down, is one of my favorites
Are
of
they
all
Jackson?
time.
Are they
Yeah, they're
Jacksonville?
Jacksonville native,
Wow, I
and they
didn't
came
even know
back
that.
and played at our Vice Star Veterans Memorial
Wow.
arena. And I went and saw them 2 years ago live, and it was the most incredible show I'd ever been to, and I was
Yeah.
so proud. They're top favorite for sure. Shine Down. I love a lot of like alt rock and new metal stuff like that. I'd say another musical vocal genius was probably Lane Staley, but R.I.P.
Yeah.
Um, Gosh, I really liked
Where's
Melanie Martinez's style. I like the way
yeah.
she's approached musicality, and I love Sierra Farrell. Do you know who Sierra Farrell is?
No, not
She's
ringing a bell.
newer on the scene. She does folk Americana and country. She's got like
Hmm.
a alternative Dolly Parton thing to her. She's fantastic. I saw her live in St. Augustine last year.
What do you think of
Incredible.
you? You kind of give me like vibes of like she did the voice. Kelly Clarkson?
Oh my gosh, that is such a huge compliment. Thank you.
Like the vibes,
I
yeah.
love Kelly Clarkson.
Like
She's
the voice. Your
incredible.
voice kind of similar sound. Am I wrong on that?
No, I
Like
appreciate that. She's
like
she's definitely
you're
soprano,
like,
but
no, you don't have to be apologetic to compare me to her. You do not have to be apologetic.
No, she's incredible.
Oh, that's
Vocally
my cat.
incredible.
I just ran
Oh,
through.
cat too. Oh my gosh.
Hold on. Did you see that? She ran through the YouTube video.
Yeah. She made a cameo. I love it.
She said Kelly Clarkson. Rawr.
That's cute.
But not her name's Jenna.
Jenna, I love
Yeah.
that. I have a
Yeah.
cat named Orange Juice. He's fantastic. He goes by OJ.
Yeah, she's just like Jenna. Yeah, OJ. That's awesome.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
she's just a girl, just like a girl name, Jenna, just nothing. Like I got like teased about that. I'm like, there were so many different like legendary Jennas. You have,
Yeah,
Jenna
right?
Jameson, that Jenna like softball player, Jenna
Yeah,
this. It's timeless.
it's a good name, especially for a
So
cat.
she's just like she just does her own shit. Like, I don't know, do you have a cat?
I do, yeah. I have a cat. His name's OJ.
And yeah, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, cat that like she just picks like corners.
My cat's more of an indoor outdoor, and he's insane. He's an orange cat. He's a little bit crazy. I love him dearly. He's outside right now. He won't come in. So,
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like the vulnerable positions. And I got like a dossier from my landlord.
oh, what?
Like a dossier, like a paragraph, like a written out paragraph,
Oh,
like,
okay, yeah.
yeah, like when when they did their check on me or whatever, they were like, this is what you need. I'm like, yeah, I have a 2-year-old feline. Like, what
Yeah,
do you expect? Like, what do you
right.
expect? I pay the $25 fee. Like,
Yeah. If you pay the fee, they better just zoop.
and like they can take my deposit, that's fine, but like, you know, the
Yeah.
deposit's going to be like $300 or whatever,
Mhm. Yeah.
whatever it was.
Cats can be
Anyways,
expensive in general too.
yeah. Yeah,
I
like
know mine is. My goodness.
we should probably get off of cat talk. I could keep
No,
going
it's
for a
okay. We
while.
I think we're cat people. We got it. Like we're on the same
We
page.
get it. We get it. We get it. I didn't
Yeah,
mean to double ask about cat. People are gonna be like, you just told you.
it's
So
okay.
what? So what? I'm drinking, you
What you
know.
drinking?
Crown Royal Peach and like Coke.
That's beautiful. I love Crown Royal Peach
It's
so
like
much. Are you
it's like
kidding?
I'm just drinking Crown and Coke right now.
Beautiful. I'm drinking tea and
There's my excuse
nothing.
for the double cat question. That's it right there.
It's
Why did you
okay.
ask
We
why did
forgive
you
you.
ask
It's the
her
Crown
if she had a
Peach.
cat twice? Oh, it's because of the crown. That's it.
It's
That's
because of the crown, and I forgive you.
and I wasn't paying attention, kind of. But I
It's
was.
okay.
I was. I was.
It's okay.
Anyways, so talk to me about this American Idol. How'd they find you? Because there's a recruiting process, right? I mean,
Yes.
let's not call everyone knows, right? I hope I'm not spoiling.
Oh no, yeah. I think it's done now actually. So hold on. My hair is irritating me. It happens. So, I guess I'll start from the beginning. I was recruited by a casting agent, and I did the online Zoom auditions for 2 months.
What?
Yeah, it's a long process, and they were trying to narrow it down. I was one of the last few people to get through, and they called me and they're like, "You're going to Hollywood?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I'm going to Hollywood, baby. Let's go." So, I got in a plane and I flew to LA and I did the live auditions in front of Carrie Underwood, Lionel Richie, and oh my goodness, this is embarrassing. Luke Bryan. Yeah.
Does Adam
So on
Levine
there.
still do it? He
Who?
doesn't do no, he's
Oh, Adam Levine?
AGT
I think
or he's the voice. He's the voice. Never
he's the
mind.
voice.
Who
He's
so
a different plane. Yeah.
who does Idol now? Who's on Idol now? I haven't seen it in a while.
So it's Carrie Underwood, Lionel Richie, and Luke Bryan.
Luke Bryan. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, he's my mom's all in the countries. That had to be like that had to be awesome, like
It was
surreal.
incredible. It was amazing. It was truly like I got there and it was one of those surreal moments where you're like, holy crap, I can't believe I'm here after all this work. You know? It was one of those like full circle moments for me, which was
Did they
cool.
give you so it was like a how long did they give you?
So they gave me two songs. I sang Mama's Broken Heart by Miranda Lambert, and then I
Oh
sang the
wow, talk
original
about
song.
freaking pressure.
Yeah. I wanted to go all in, like, why not? And then I did an original song, which I'm going to be releasing soon. It's called Lara. and I'm gonna release that. And I got a golden ticket based off of my original song, which was more, oh gosh, what's the word? Satisfactory than anything. It was great.
Because it's something that you created, because it's your
Right.
baby of sorts,
I
because
wrote
it's
the
your
whole
thing.
thing. I wrote the music. It was
Wow.
my song. So yeah,
Well,
I
yeah,
got through.
I saw the Instagram post. You had like the picture of the ticket. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Wait, I have it over here.
You do? This is live podcasting.
Yeah, let me find it. Oh my God. Did it fall?
Double questions, cats running through the
Oh
recording.
yeah,
This
we
is
got a lot
great.
going on. It was on my wall, and I think it fell.
All
Oh, I got it.
right, I'll keep drinking my crown. That's fine.
Oh.
Oh wow. Yeah. Hey, flip it over. There we go. Where's your crown?
It's, I don't know. It's rubbing off on me from you. Oh yeah, baby. So I got that.
Congrats.
Thank you.
That's huge.
Thank you
Um,
so much.
so you said something about going to so you went, and then was there a process that you just didn't make it through, or did you get on the
Yeah, so when I
TV?
got to Hollywood Week, I got eliminated pretty quick.
Uh,
It's cutthroat, and so
do you
essentially
think
they
it's who
do.
you know? It's who they know? Like, do they get people that they know that they,
I don't think so. I
you
think
don't
it
think
really
they
just
played favorites? You
depends.
just think that's what that was, and it just was what it was? Hey, their
I think
loss.
it's just an opportunity for me to try again.
Their loss. Think about it like that.
Sure.
Their loss.
But there was a lot of great talent that got through. So it was awesome. It was really just overall a great experience. The fact that I got two yeses, Lionel Richie and Carrie Underwood
Oh,
gave me two yeses, and I got through. So yeah, it was cool. It was
that's
really really cool.
awesome.
And I've
That's
always loved
awesome.
Carrie Underwood, so
They
it was
bring
great.
in people from all across the country or world.
All across the country. Oh yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's
it was
crazy.
cool.
I saw something that you said that you did. You do anthems sometimes. Did you do a Jags game, or you sing for different? Have you done the baseball team? Was it the Shrimp?
Yep.
You done them
It's
too?
the Jack's Jumbo Shrimp. Yeah, I've done the anthem for them for a
They
few
go
years.
through probably they go through the same agency. It's like, hey, the Jags.
Really?
I mean, they probably do. I mean,
I don't know. I haven't gotten it. I haven't done it for the Jags.
not
So
yet. Would you?
yeah,
Would
absolutely. Are you kidding?
would
Everybody
you?
watches that. I would totally do that. That's a huge accomplishment. Honestly, I'll look into it now that you mention it.
I know somebody. No, I don't. I don't. I wish I knew
I
Tony Khan.
I appreciate that.
I wish I knew the owner, but I don't.
It's okay.
I could be like, hey, Tony,
Hey Tony,
check Tony Khan is ultimate nepotism, baby. I couldn't imagine the luck on this guy. His dad's from Pakistan and he owns the freaking Jags. I mean, I'm a Jags fan. I can throw my own team under the bus.
you know what? I am Jacksonville native, so hoorah and Duval.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Yeah.
I went to
But
one Jags game. It was great. They
everyone knows
lost.
that he's yeah, but yeah. Yeah, that happens a lot with Jacksonville Jaguars. Not the city. The city
Oh
wins
man.
clearly. No, but
Okay.
yeah, Bold City Brewery, that was like so good.
Yes.
I went
Intuition is
there.
good too.
I went there. Yeah, I went there like when it first opened, like years ago, and then um, I hadn't been in a while. It's still good.
Yeah, I like their beer.
Oh
It's
yeah, your
great.
beer.
Yeah.
What's your favorite beer?
My favorite beer of all time, probably Modelo. But
Oh, I thought you were
my
gonna say.
favorite beer second,
I thought you were gonna.
Yingling.
I thought you were gonna say Bud Light.
No, I have taste. Come on now.
I'm
It's
kidding. I'm
on
kidding.
Tuesday nights when it's Taco
It was
Tuesday.
a Jacksonville themed joke. Bud Light,
Oh
a
yeah.
country.
Oh, true. All right.
I mean, there has to be some truth to the country part of Jacksonville, though. It's very rural.
Oh, I live on the north side up, like closest to Georgia. So
Like
there,
Callahan, or what's the other one?
yeah, I'm right next to Callahan and all that. Like, not really right next to it, but I'm like on the north side over in
Hmm.
redneck land. It's
So
people moving here don't visit it.
what's a myth about Jacksonville?
A myth
Like,
about
yeah,
Jacksonville.
like people that like just like if someone says something, basically what you're saying, what I'm asking is like, what do people think about Jacksonville that's not the truth?
They think that
Like,
it's
is
a
it
good place to
like
move to
it's
from California.
and it's not?
I mean, it is, I guess. I don't
Well,
know.
you've heard of people you've heard of people move to Jacksonville to get away from California?
Plenty,
And then
plenty.
they realize after they get a thermometer, it's 100 degrees at fair, you know.
Yeah. That's really what I'm coming from is the weather, the culture. Like they think it's gonna be like, oh, it's on the coast. It'll be like it is here. And then all they want to do is complain. I'm not gonna say anything negative. But it's just kind of funny to me that people move here thinking it's gonna be one way, but it's very different
Or
than what people think
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, Karen and Ken's and
They're sweet. They're sweet. I mean, I don't know, like a myth about Jacksonville. I don't know. Something
That's a
positive.
that's a good question, isn't it? I thought about
That
it for
is
a
a good
while.
question.
Well, I guess the people think about Jacksonville as that's boring. I've heard people say that's boring there. I'm like, have you been to Jacksonville? It's not boring.
It's not boring. It's completely
I
like
think what I
kind
think
of a
part of it
maze.
is the Jaguars stadium. It's like a small. It gets like this like small town kind of
It's
thing.
very small town mentality, but it's not a
Yeah,
small town. So like everybody thinks small town, but they're not. And there's like a million people here.
yeah, literally, literally,
And the
literally.
oh, you know what's a myth about Jacksonville?
What is it?
That they ever finished construction on the roads.
I think that's all of Florida. I think that's
Yeah.
the whole state. I think that's the whole state.
Yeah, I love my city though. I love the people here. I have a lot of friends here. Most of my friends are locals, funny enough. Like everybody that I'm really close to has grown up here. My
And
family's grown up here. My mom's family's been here for over a
oh
hundred
yeah,
years. So,
that bridge is scary to drive on at night, like
which one?
that. I don't know the one that's on the one that's like on every logo with the city. The double, it's like
Oh, the
teal bridge.
games school?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I
main
drive that
bridge.
every single day of my life, every
Yeah,
morning.
I forgot the name of it, but yeah, the main one that everyone knows about, the big one,
Uh,
the
that
big
one,
bridge.
it can be scary, especially at night if it's raining. There's wrecks on it all the time. So
What people are
you
just
just gotta.
like. It reminds me, Pensacola, so it's even smaller than Jacksonville, and there's this that we have this what they call graffiti bridge. It's kind of like a symbol of Pensacola a little bit,
Yeah.
and it's like a bridge that's 2 inches like lower than a normal bridge. Well, there's
Mhm.
plenty of signs. You'll see like campers just crunched, like
No.
people on their roofs trying to like take out the AC, unit from the top because it just got like totally destroyed.
That's
And I'm
sad, but it's
like,
kind of funny.
it's like Florida man wasn't paying attention. It's like
That's a
Florida.
good accent though. That was accurate.
Should I do it again?
Sure.
So this Florida man, he was running around the corner and he just wasn't paying attention. He was on Snapchat and it all and it
Was he
all
smoking a Marlboro?
and it all ended after he sniffed.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord, he better go up to the Dollar General and get him some ibuprofen after that, right? Goodness gracious.
Sniffing the green stuff. And then and then it was too late. And then it was too late.
It was too late
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah, but it's just like every other week. It's like literally, and they literally can't get rid of it because it would cost the city like way too much money to because you have to rebuild
Yeah,
like the whole area so people can't be idiots anymore. It's like you can take them to the river, but you can't make them drink it.
that's a good point. That's a good point.
you know. But anyways, so what's what do you have coming up with music wise? Like after this Fever Dream, and then you have anything coming up,
Hmm.
releasing soon?
Yes, I
What do you have?
I have a song called Lara, and I'll tell you a small backstory to it. It's about this altercation that I got in with a woman outside of a gig. Um, and it was kind of funny. It wasn't anything super crazy, just a little bit of like a heated moment, if you will.
Hmm.
And I try to avoid those at all costs. But when you live in Jacksonville and you're a musician for 7 years, after a while, you get to a point when, you're like, you're not going to come up in my business and you're not going to say the things that you're saying. So,
Mm,
respectfully, I told her to respectfully leave me alone. But the song,
yeah, go ahead.
the song might tell a little bit more to the truth. And it's kind of like a fun, like upbeat kind of pop country. I'm kind of still fiddling around with some genre stuff. I would say like
I was gonna get to that.
alternative
That
pop
was gonna be my
country.
next question. I swear that was
Yeah,
gonna be my next question.
I figured. Yeah.
I'm serious. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
no, that's okay. I was just like, because the song, I was gonna explain it, and that I can imagine how it could lead to that question. But yeah, I'm gonna release it this summer. I'm not sure exactly when, but in the next 3 months or so. So y'all stay tuned for that. Check out my social media. Stay tuned, and my Instagram is Godiva_music, and you'll see what I post about when it's coming out. So.
Wait, that's supposed to be at the end of the episode. You're gonna say it twice. You're gonna say
I'm
it
gonna say
now, and
it twice.
then
Why not? Just in case somebody drops off or somebody pops in right at the end.
that is smart.
Just
You
cover
know
all the
what?
bases.
You should do your own podcast, the Godiva podcast.
Why not? That'd be fun. I need crown.
Sponsored by Crown Royal,
Peach.
where everyone reads the bridge signs.
That would actually be so funny though. I love that.
So you're what? Is it so your music is indie pop?
I would say yeah. Indie pop. It's the biggest bracket I can put it under. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your
Indie pop.
thoughts? Do you ever get into like Pink? Like you
Yes.
listen to her stuff?
Yes.
Haley
Okay.
Williams? Haley Williams?
Haley will. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes. Are you kidding?
Yeah. Which
Haley Williams' voice,
uh,
though.
what about Pink do you like so much about like Pink's music, like when she was
Right
releasing
now,
stuff?
the nostalgia, because I grew up in the 2010s, and
Mm,
it was like she was still super popular. I know she kind of hit popularity to my remembrance in the early 2000s, but she was
yeah.
very still prominent in the early 2010s when I was like, 12, 13. I'm out there, you
Mm-hmm.
know, so what? You still rock star. Like I would jam out to that in my room. It was
Yeah,
such
and
a good
like the
time.
song 2010 was fucking perfect. That was a
Oh,
song
that's
of
a
hers.
good one. Now, looking
Perfect.
to me. Oh my God.
We're
I
gonna get
can't
copy.
sing a
Your
lot of
music,
her
your
stuff.
voice is really obviously you're on like Idol. It's really good, but like you're gonna get copyrighted. I'm
I gotta
kidding. I'm
ch-
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You're not gonna get copyrighted.
If I
You're not
did,
gonna
I
get
just
copyrighted.
apologize profusely and say I can never shut up and they might understand.
No, they're not gonna. No, it's copyright.
I have hair in my mouth.
But
Oh my God.
are you into like rock, like emo or like punk rock? And
Yes. Oh my
but
God.
what's the pop punk? You know?
Pop punk? I'm not sure about pop punk, but like
You
more
know
like
what
new
pop?
metal, alt
Well,
metal.
there's pop rock, not
Mm,
the candy, but the genre, music
yeah.
genre. It's like and then, but there's pop punk, which is essentially the same thing.
Yeah.
Rock, because punk is rock. So,
Yeah.
but like
So,
people, are you into that stuff?
name a few.
I mean, we could be talking about be here all day. We have, let's see, Shine Down, Lincoln Park, God rest his soul, Chase Bennington, God rest his soul. Three Doors Down, I mean, I grew up on that stuff.
Is
Was
that what
it
it's called? Pop punk? It's not alternative rock?
all that stuff? All that stuff, yeah.
Yeah. So
Three Doors
I guess I know
Down,
it
Three
more
Days
under like the
Grace. I
new
mean, I could go
metal
on
alt
and on
rock.
and on.
Yeah. I'm really
I'm a
into
little older
Breaking
than you, so I
Benjamin
remember
and
the older like 2000
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
But I'm not saying you don't, but I'm just saying I could go down the rabbit hole of
yeah.
bands that made it like just one time, and then it was like 2007, and I remember them.
Yep.
So, but yeah, there's a rabbit hole. But
No,
you're into that sort of stuff too.
yeah, like I've been really into Stain lately.
Yes,
Stain, either
yeah,
Breaking Benjamin,
yeah,
Shinedown, Lincoln Park, Slipknot, which is more metal, but I love
yeah.
Slipknot. I would say Theory of a Dead Man has some good songs too. I'm a fan of them.
You know, an
Three
older
Days
band
Grace.
that,
Holy crap,
yeah,
Three Days
yeah,
Grace I saw live. They opened for Shinedown. They were amazing. Um,
yeah.
yeah,
There's a
definitely. Oh,
90s,
Creed,
there's
Alice in
Creed, of
Chains.
course,
Oh
Creed,
my
yeah.
God, Creed and Alice in
Yeah.
Chains all the way, all the way.
Have you so I have a 90s band that I think you should check out, like if you haven't, if I say their name and you haven't heard.
I'll
It's
write it
called
down.
Everclear. Have you heard of
Everclear.
them?
Wait, no, I heard of them. Is that the
They're coming
song
to
When It's Done?
Pensacola. They're coming to Pensacola. It's a band. But
Everclear.
Everclear also is something you should not drink. It is illegal in some places.
Oh, Everclear is disgusting, so I've
It's
heard.
moonshine. it's,
That's wonderful.
it's moonshine.
That's moonshine, boy.
Yeah, I've gotten messed up on Everclear, but I'm also at the time where like played quarters. You probably don't know what quarters is.
I'm sorry?
Quarters? You ever heard of the game Quarters? It makes me feel old. Thank you.
Probably. I probably have, and it's just not like coming to me, you
So
know?
quarters, for those people that don't know what quarters was it's like a 90s game,
Yep.
2000s. So basically you would take a quarter, shocker, and you would go on like a, I don't know, I did it in my garage. We would get like a bottle of Jack, and you would pour the shots out. You would take a quarter, and if you got it in the shot, you picked who you wanted to take the shot, and then they would just take an alloyed flavored whiskey. So, but if you missed it, some people played it really bad, where if you miss it, it's on you. You have to drink the shot because you missed. That's really
But then
dangerous.
everybody misses and you get
Yeah,
sloshed.
that's really dangerous. I never played it like that, but I heard people played it like that.
Brutal.
That makes it dangerous. It's like,
It does.
don't fuck
It does.
up, otherwise you're gonna get fucked up in about 20 minutes. You ever heard of that?
Oh
That's
man.
a you should all play quarters after this podcast. You and you know, you ever play that? You should play that.
I
People,
personally I'm taking a break from alcohol at the moment.
good
I'm
for you.
focusing,
Good for
I'm
you.
cutting for the summer. I'm like 11 pounds down and I'm like really focused on my cut. But when I'm done, I'll play quarters.
I hope there's a YouTube comment about quarters.
I hope
Someone
so.
talking about quarters. Anyways, this is awesome for you to do this. I appreciate this.
Of course.
Is there anything that you have schedule wise as far as like appearances or playing somewhere soon?
Well, tomorrow I'm playing at
That's
Tommy
soon.
Bahama.
That
Yeah.
that is
So
soon.
tomorrow I'm playing at Tommy Bahama Marlin Bar in the town center in Jacksonville from 6 to 9 p.m. I'm also at Casbah Cafe every Monday night from 8 to 10 p.m. And like every Monday night, I'm there. I'm the regular on that day of the week. It's a great gig. It's a hookah lounge. I got great food, great drinks.
Hookah.
Yeah. I don't really partake because I'm singing and, doesn't really.
Was that a good hookah role play?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got it down for sure.
I've done it. You can tell I've done it a time or two.
Yeah. You got the hand movement correct, the
Yeah, well, you
relaxation.
have to, and you get your own plastic cover, and then and then you pass on.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. No, but yeah, I'm just gonna continue making music, releasing stuff. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna release Laura this summer, and I am. Oh wait, no, this is actually big. I can't believe I forgot to mention it. I got accepted into the New York Songwriters Circle, up in New York City. It's gonna be in the West End. I can't remember the address at the moment, but it's called New York Songwriters Circle, and I'm gonna be playing my own
Mm.
original music on July 14th over yonder in New York City, and I have not
Over
actually been
yonder.
over
Yes.
yonder. Yeah.
Yes.
Ah,
Good old Jacksonville, Florida. Over
good old
yonder.
Jacksonville. You already know.
Over yonder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. In all seriousness, that's great.
I'm excited. Lana
Yeah.
Del Rey played there too, and so did Nora Jones.
I want to
So
give you I want to give you credit for this because you were down for people, just to give context on how this happened. You were down to do this interview like months ago, and it just my schedule got crazy, and
yeah,
I appreciate you've always been down to do this. So I'm glad we could finally make it work.
me too. This has been
And
fun. Really fun.
I'm pretty like stoked to have you, and it's fun for me. Like I said, you know, to give platforms to people because, you know, and when I first started doing this, Godiva, it there wasn't as many more. There's more now. People that are interviewing independent artists. It's more
Yeah.
common now, but it
Hmm.
wasn't. I was like one of the. I'm not trying to like, you know. I don't get that. I get. I mean, it's a hobby cast. Let's be honest. It's
Yeah.
a hobby cast. I do it for fun. Do I get a nickel and dime every once in a while? Like literally, sure, you know, but you know, it helps like the artists. So the people that so because I can't sing, I want to help people that can't sing.
I appreciate that. That's noble.
So
That is so
isn't
sweet.
that noble? Isn't that so thoughtful?
That
I
is
can
great.
talk and make people laugh with bad jokes, but I can't sing. So, you know,
Doing what you're committing to the cause, and we all appreciate it. And I appreciate you having me. This has been super, super fun. I love like we had such a great banter. This has been great.
yeah, this has been a blast, you know. And then my coworkers, they put up with my because see, I think I'm hilarious, but in reality, I'm not hilarious. People just laugh to
Fun.
make me feel better.
I actually think you're funny. I've actually had a great time and laughed and feel
You
lighthearted, and I'm
you
not joking.
really you really do? I
Yeah.
think oh my voice is cracked. See? I told you I am not a singer. My voice cracked on a laugh.
It's
So
okay.
hold on.
I'm singing
So what
too.
would Simon Cowell do if this I got a scenario for you. So what if this like person nailed it, right? Like the first like minute and then their voice cracked. Do they tell him to get the fuck out? Or do they let him finish their like if they have like voice like if they have like a major crack in their voice?
I think it depends on how bad it is, like how noticeable, how they
Like
recover from it,
I
like
can't.
if
Let's see if
they
I
jump
can
back
do that.
into it.
I can't
Hmm?
reenact what I just did about a minute ago on that laugh, that voice crack. But I can like. I don't know. I don't want to like impersonate a voice crack, but
Like like
yeah,
that.
like, you can do it because you. See, I just did it. Here, I need
There you
more of
go.
this.
You
I
got
just
it.
need more of this strength.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's
Crown Peach
great.
is good. But no, do you think they would tell him to get the fuck out?
I don't know. That's a good question.
You're not
Hmm.
gonna try. You're not gonna. I know you're not gonna volunteer yourself as tribute for that answer.
I will plead the fifth because I don't want to speak to it because I don't know, like let's say somebody gets up there and I also don't want to make my karma bad. Like, yeah, they'll be like, get out of there. And then it
But
happens to me.
no
So,
one would ever tank Idol on purpose.
yeah, true, true, true. I don't know. I'll think about it though. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he would do. I think I'd have to go back
How
and
to
watch more
tank on
Simon.
my yeah, it's like how to tank on my second once in a lifetime opportunity.
101 with Godiva. Join my podcast.
Yeah. So you thinking about getting a bus like that Crystal Lynn Meadow I told you about? You could do
Uh,
that.
I I'm a very ritualistic person. I'm very scheduled. I like to be as much as
I
I
mean, a
love
bus is a,
traveling.
but you had to pay for the gas, and are you paying the person to drive you around?
I've got a full-time job on top of this. So
Yeah, yeah. But you see what I'm saying? You get why people do it.
yeah, I can see it. I mean, maybe one day when I'm more financially stable, but right now I'm actually in school to be a diamond grader. I work at a jewelry store. So
Wait. Say that again. A what?
I'm in school to be a diamond grader. I'm doing two things at once. I've always been into jewelry. I love jewelry.
A diamond grader?
Yes. Yeah. So I can do
That
appraisals. I sell
no, I
jewelry.
get
It's
it. I'm
fun.
just fucking. I'm good. I'm just. I got it. Like
Yeah.
working at K's and.
No, I actually work at a shop that we're a local store that is family owned. We do custom pieces. We do work for other jewelry stores in town. We do repair watches. I sell jewelry.
Mm,
I've been working on designing some pieces. So
mm.
I'm kind of like really into both, and I'm almost done with diamond school right now. I'm gonna get
That's
certified.
cool.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
congrats. That's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. Last question I have, unless you have anything else, I was going to say, can you tell me a good story? I know you have one. It's Duval County. So you got a story that you're willing to share on the podcast?
Of what context?
Just any like anything with music or anything you want to share, any experience that you've had so
Hmm.
far that's interesting?
Story. A good story. Well, Huh. I'm trying to think of what I can say that's like
You could,
positive but
yeah,
funny.
you could do like a overview of something. You don't got to get like really into details.
I used to be in a Patsy Cline tribute show, and I wore a
Oh, hey,
small,
Patsy
short, black
Cline.
wig, and I had the dress, and I would sing Patsy Cline, and it was a great time. And that was around like Ocala area. I would do that there in like Live Oak, Lake City, which ended up getting me in the Swanee River Jam, weirdly enough.
Oh yeah.
A while down the line, it kind of all added up to that. I used
Mm.
to sing a lot of country and do the Swanee River Music Hall, and that was a pretty fun time. A story though, I'm trying to think of like a story. Oh my
You
gosh.
don't have to. It was just a just see if you had
Oh,
one on the.
here's one. I
Okay.
had a guy. I was playing at a place called Iggy's Bar and Grill. I used to play there
Okay.
quite a bit. And I was just singing, I was minding my business, doing my thing, it just,
Hmm.
And this drunk man decides to come up on the stage and grab my mic stand and grab my microphone and start
What?
trying to sing along. I was like, sir, do not touch my microphone. And I, kind of got him a little bit like escorted off the stage, but he kept coming back,
Hmm.
coming back. Security came. They take him, they drag him out the back area, and everybody was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Bye" on the mic, and everybody was like, "Bye."
Oh, that's a good
It was
story.
it was a funny moment, and he was pretty harmless. Like he wasn't being crazy or anything, but like just a little bit, like enough to get
Hmm.
escorted out. So that was kind of a crazy story, and that was in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
I feel like after that moment too, the moral of the story is after that moment, I was probably 18 at the time when that happened. I realized that I could stand up for myself and I can say no, I can say you're not touching my microphone, you're not touching my equipment, and I've since then been more, not afraid to lose a fan if they're going to overstep a boundary. So I definitely learned some
Hmm.
boundaries from that experience. And yeah, I would say that's a story I got off the top of my head.
That was impressive. 'Cause I didn't give
Thank
you
you.
too much. I didn't give you a heads up
It's okay.
on that's impressive. All right, Godiva, where can people find you on social media again?
Again, you can find me at Godiva_music. That's my Instagram. That's Godiva_music. That's where I post most of my stuff, my reels, everything. My TikTok is the same exact name. It's just Godiva Music. And shockingly, my Facebook is the same name, Godiva Music. I make it so easy for you guys to find me. So go check out my music. Check me out on Spotify. It's Godiva, and you can look up "Don't Bring the Rain Clouds" or my song "Fever Dream" by Godiva. Check it out, stream it, share it with your friends, and keep on listening to Sensibly Cynical podcast because he's super fun, and this has been a really great time.
This has been fun and I appreciate the plug. I don't get that very often.
Keep it
Um,
up. You're doing
Thank you
great.
for being a guest here on the podcast. The first time I think I've ever gone YouTube live, simultaneously as the Zoom recorded.
I hope I didn't do
Um,
anything weird on camera while I wasn't paying
no,
attention.
no, and I hope I didn't do anything weird either. All right.
I think we're fine.
Thank you
Thank you.
again. And Duval.
Dude.